Okay, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to go in and finish up adding the animations to the player, adding the portal animation, and add up a base pickup scene that will be used for making future pickup items. So let's get this started with going to the player. We're going to go in here, add a new animation called next level. This, I believe we're going to make it only half a second. Yep, half a second. And we're going to start with the current scale and current rotation. And at half a second, we're going to set it to 0.01 by 0.01 and by 360, I believe. Now, what we're going to do next is add a new animation called start as well. And this one, we're going to make it 0.75 seconds, a little bit longer. I'm going to start with the same scale from where we left off. The rotation is going to be 360. And at the end, we're going to change it back to the defaults that we had. That's all good. Now that we have that out of the way, what we want to do next is go into this. Actually, let's go finish up the animation for the portal next. So the portal, we're going to go in here. We created a pickup animation, but we never set it. So what we're going to do is going to set the scale to 0.75 with rotation of 0. And I think we go 360. And then by the end of it, it's going to be tiny. So that's that. And now that we have that done, let's go back to the player and let's finish up getting the scripts now. So what we're gonna first want to do is go to player. We're gonna add in new called start. And now that we have this start, let's change the state and previous state to start as player state.start. So that's how it's gonna be set up. Next, with that out of the way, I want to go to where's process here. I added this if input is action pressed restart. So you just go into project settings, input, add an action called restart, and add the key for whatever you want. I put R for restart. And I'm going to do the get tree call group, game, and load level. We got to add some more things so it looks more smooth. So for now, don't really use the restart function. This is just getting this out of the way. And now that we're here, let's go in and add in those two player states that we made. Player state dot next. And what we're going to say is, let me see, what was it? So we're going to... Oh yeah, we need to set the velocity to vector 2 and set it both to 0. You can also, I believe, do, let me see, is it vector 2.0? That's another way you can do it. So yeah, that's that. Now we also want to go in and say animation player.play, and we'll call it our next level. And now let's go in and make our last player state for this video called start, and we're going to say animation player.play, and we're going to call start. Now let's go to our animation player finished, and we're going to add two more else if statements. One that's going to check for our anim name equal to next level, and what we're going to do with this is tell, I believe we're going to say, yes, we're going to change state to player state die. Else if we're going to do anim name equal start. And I'm going to change state to player state normal. So basically what we had before we added a start. And with this player state die, I want to go in and change this here. I'm going to say if previous state equals to player state dot next. Then we're just gonna say self. Is that self? Oh, I forgot the self dot queue_free. Else, we're just gonna do print. Just for now, just pop up death UI. So that'll at least let us know whether or not we actually died or if it's just us freeing the player for the next level. So that should be good. Now that that's out of the way, we still got a little bit of time, and we're going to go in and create that base scene, which will be used for all base pickups in the future. So what we're going to do is go in here, add in everything. Let's open the coin one actually, just to make sure we have everything. So we're going to need to add a sprite, light ocular 2D, collision shape, and last but not least, an animation player. So these will all be called upon or set up default for every new pickup. I'm gonna just call this pickup, I believe. Now let's go in here, scenes 2, and we're gonna pick up, create. So now, actually want to keep that, so get rid of this. I'm gonna add some variables to this base pickup that all pickups will have. I'm gonna have a random boolean, or a boolean called random start, and I'll set it right now for false, which means if we have it set to false, the animation will not start at a random location. And we're gonna add another variable called delete on pickup. We're gonna set this to true because most are gonna want to have a deletion on pickup. And then we're gonna add a variable called var name, which is gonna hold the name of the pickup. So let me see, let's just make base pickup. And that's all good. Now what we're going to want to do is inside of ready, we're going to check if random start, then we're going to make a variable called random start, and we're going to take the animation player, current animation length, and random if animation player advance. We're going to call, and we're going to call it a random start. Now, the last two things we're going to want to do is let's connect these finished and body entered. So this will make it so all animations have these already pre-selected and set up. To make this easier, we're going to do get tree call group, call game, and inside of the game function, we're going to make this in the next video, but we're going to call a function called on pickup, and going to pass self. So that'll allow us to pass in the object that's base pickup. In the next video, I'm going to go in and set up the coin. You guys can do that yourself if you want to try to, but it's not too hard. And then there's another thing we're going to want to check if delete on pickup, then we're going to call queue_free. Last but not least, we're going to go in here, animation play, and we're going to call pickup. So yeah, all pickup animations we're going to want to just keep them all the same defaults to make it simpler. So I believe that's it for gonna cover today, right? Let me see, we got the player, portal, coin. So I'll see you guys next week. I'm gonna try adding in some more stuff. You know what? Let's actually make sure there's nothing wrong. As you saw, we had that nice start animation, and let's go in. See, that looked a little bit fast. Let me go check my original if I made it slower, the animation. So let me open up game here. I think I maybe made it slower. Let me double check the player here, see if that animation is next level. Let me see what we put it. We said it was 360. We did collision check for that, but I didn't need that actually. I wonder why it's. I think I might know what's happening. Let me check the scenes to player, what the Z index is. We have 0 and 0, yeah. So I might think, let's see, if I set this to 1, and now we play. That doesn't look right. Let's try changing it if we made player 1 instead. Let's check what happens here. That looks a little better. Wait a minute, I just noticed something. Was the... Oh, I think... Let me see now. I think the player is moving gravity-wise. Oh yeah, I think we need to go in. Let's go back to the scenes player. And where's the player? So what I want to do is check. See, where is the gravity again? Physics process here, gravity. So if player state, if state player state dot next. So actually, if is it what if state is not equal to? No, is it not equal to? Then yeah, there we go. I think that should work. There we go. Okay, so that's it for this video. I forgot to add that. That's why it was not looking correct. So I'll see you guys in the next video.